Oh.
Hi, Marcel.
Officer Constable Hall. Corporal. I don't understand the difference.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna record this for my own safety,
That's totally
if you don't
fine
mind.
by me. Of course, you're welcome to do that.
I can just put this like something here, and so I'm hoping we can come to and alleviate this crazy situation here, because it is out of hand, obviously, as you can understand. Sorry.
Okay. So what started this?
Okay, so 7:50. Sorry, at 7:51, I went outside from a knocking at the door, and I was just made some pizza and some lunch, and so I was here today, a couple times today for the rally, right? Yep. And then I went outside on the back step, and he's like, "Give me, I want your ID, and I want you to come outside." And then at that point, I'm like, I shut the door and I'll talk to you through the window. And then so he was with two bylaw officers, and I'm like, "So what is this about?" And he's like, "You're not allowed to be parked here." And I just looked at my phone, 7:51, and I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm allowed to be parked on the street. I know I'm not camping here. I was just here from today. And then, you know, I'm like, just what is your badge number? And he refused to tell me who he was. And then I'm like, is this guy even a police officer? And I asked the bylaw guys, do you know who this is? And they're like, no. And I'm like, you know, I'm allowed to park here. I'm minding my own business. I was on a phone call when he knocked on the door. And so I don't know, it got obviously agitated, as you can imagine. I'm obviously anxiety from this, and like anybody, and I don't know what his issue is and why he was so aggressive at me, and demanding that I come outside. And he's like, "I'll give you my badge number if I come outside." And I'm like, yeah, that sounds logical. So
Sorry to interrupt. Have you spoken to bylaws?
The bylaw guys, well, they have security on their badges. They're saying, you know, bylaw security, I think it's the same. I'm not sure.
No, it's not. We do have...
okay, so it's different then.
We have security here, bylaw, and RCMP.
So I don't know if I've talked to a direct bylaw guy or not.
Okay.
Because they always had security in their badge. So one guy, I'm like, show me this rule. He's saying, because I'm in a domicile, you know, I'm in a truck, right? Truck camper. That you can't be here past 9, but he knocked on the door at 7:51, and I'm like, well, why is the RCMP here? Because the bylaw wasn't able to get a hold of you. And I'm like, I've been in here the whole time with my Christmas lights. There's no bylaw knocked on the door.
Okay.
So that's make-believe. So I'm getting really suspicious what's going on. So I feel like that Officer Erbes is actually targeted harassment at me because I was here at the rally and have my Canadian flags. We can only speculate. I feel like I'm being harassed, and I certainly feel threatened by him, and I was certainly not getting outside until, you know, I had somebody like a mediator, like such as yourself. So I haven't done anything wrong. All I want to do is go home, but I'm not gonna let this tow truck here just take me away. I haven't done anything. I'm allowed to be here. Domicile? This is not a domicile. I don't live here. This is my truck camper. I was just here today, so. Can you help alleviate this?
Sure. The only rule, and I'll just tell you, I'm not here to tell you whether or not we're...
No, it's all good.
That's the backup beeper. That sounds like that. The only rule is that a person is not allowed to camp overnight in a trailer in a vehicle.
Yeah,
on like, city property.
Essentially, I
think that's maybe what they were trying to avoid you doing.
I know, but that doesn't. It's 7:51. He knocked on the door with an officer, and I mean, it's on film. I filmed it to protect myself, and I will review that later, of course. And this doesn't make sense. What's going on here?
The whole area is covered. You're obviously in front of City Hall, so the whole area is
good
very
point.
well filmed.
I never even thought about that.
So anything you missed, I'm sure, is captured by City Hall.
So he knocked on the door at 7:51, demanded my ID, would not tell me who he is unless I came outside. So I was fearing like whether he's a cop or not, is impersonator. So that's why I initially called you guys. But then he pulled up in an RCMP, so I'm like, okay, he has a number. So that, you know, helped. Obviously, and then I still felt threatened, and then of course he's just threatening me with, I'm gonna get the tow truck on you, I'm gonna give you tickets for this and that, and I feel like as soon as I go outside, something dishonest would happen.
Okay.
So can you help alleviate this?
That's what I'm here to do.
I just want to go home at some point. I never planned to camp here.
Where's home, by the way? Kelowna?
Yeah, Kelowna. And I'm actually renting it now, so I would, you know, I'm planning to go back there as well.
Okay. It's my desire to see you on your way.
Yeah, I know. This is a waste of...
It's my desire to see you in your driver's seat and on the way as quick as we can possibly make that happen. Okay?
I would really appreciate that.
Let me see what business he has that needs to be tidied up from his end of things. And if he has any tickets, or if he has enforcement or parking tickets or things like that that he wants to discuss with you, is it okay if he comes over and has that conversation with me here to explain what his ideas, or do you want me in the middle of this?
I don't want to talk to him alone because we haven't got anywhere like that. So if you would like to have a three-way conversation,
that's what I offered. I'll stay here.
Yeah. So you can bring him over.
Explain to you, and you can explain, and we'll do it back and forth.
Okay, and we can alleviate this. Yeah, we can alleviate the scenario and get me on my way and safe and sound and
okay.
And
just
not...
hang out for 1 sec. I'm just gonna go chat with him. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. See. This is working perfectly.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, see, hull seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, the hull seems reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, just try to work something out and then everybody goes on their way and that'll be the end of it, right?
Holy crap, this is nuts, huh?
Yeah, Kelowna is definitely becoming more of a military state.
Yeah, so he just confirmed, like, it's just camping. You're allowed to park here. They're making everything up. This is insane, dude.
Yeah, so this whole thing's a misunderstanding. He probably came over just with it in his head that you were camping there without even...
But it's 750.
You know when you get something stuck in your head type of thing? That's probably what happened.
Well, I think, no, Matt. He is... Anyways, he was agitated. He was coming at me, yeah.
Yeah, he could be he could be a pro-government guy. Who knows, right? Could be a company man. You don't know.
Well, Karen's calling me now.
Or he's having a bad day.
Yeah, something insane in the membrane.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. It sounds like things are going. Just work something out and clarify what the actual rules are, and then everybody goes home on their way.
Okay. Should I answer Karen, or I should probably stay on the phone with you? I'll text her. I'll call you back. Yeah.
So what are they doing? They chatting out there?
Yeah, and he's telling them about he's trying to give me all these tickets and stuff.
Yeah, so they're trying to work something out. I bet the cops just like, let's just put this to bed. It's hopefully what he's doing, right?
Holy shit. It's so crazy, so crazy.
I'm watching that Yellowstone show.
Yellowstone? Yeah.
It's good. That's good series.
What's going on with this stupid thing?
Hey, you know there's a new season of Larry David out there?
Okay, here, I gotta talk with these guys. Okay.
Hi, Marcel. So like I said, he'll explain to you his side of the business that's gone on here, and I'm here with you, so I'll mediate any conversation and make sure that things are just peaceful and somewhat reasonable between you, all right?
Perfect.
Excellent. So do you have your photo ID that I can see?
You don't have probable reason for my photo ID, sir.
I do. I've explained that to you. I'm going to be serving you tickets under the Motor Vehicle Act as well as the Motor Vehicle Regulations of British Columbia, and so I have a lawful authority to do that, and it's actually an offense not to provide the license in hand when requested by a peace officer.
I'm not in my vehicle driving, so you have no probable cause to ask for my ID, sir.
So we certainly disagree on that point.
Okay.
I have photographic and video evidence for my case.
That I'm driving? I'm not driving, so...
No, you're occupying a vehicle. It's a different offense. Now,
if you want to give me a ticket...
I'm giving you the ticket either way.
So if you want to give me the ticket for front plate, that's fine.
No, it's not just for that. You also require a red flag, and then you refuse to provide the ID in hand. So there's 3 offenses. Further to that, you owe the tow truck driver money now. So you're not free to go until you've satisfied the tow truck's obligation, right? And then you have the bylaw ticket on your front windshield, sir. So all of this was explained to you.
Okay, so the bylaw ticket's on the window. That's fine.
Correct.
I can always dispute that.
Okay.
This front plate ticket, well, whether you can give it to me if I'm driving a vehicle. Right now, this vehicle is just on the side of the road.
It's on a highway in British Columbia by the definition
it's in the city of Kelowna, sure. And
That's not what I said.
so you can do what you want to do. And I don't know whether it's legit or not. Obviously, my question is, why did you knock on my door at 7:51 p.m.?
Okay. What is your question in regards to that? I had a file. I'm attending a file.
Why?
You were spoken to repeatedly.
By whom?
By security.
When?
All of this is on video.
When was I spoken to by
We're not
security?
having the same conversation
No,
5
I'm asking you a question. You just said I was spoken to by security.
So you, sir, are exhausting a lot of resources.
No. Just
for
answer the
nothing?
question. Don't be like
What's your
O'Toole.
question?
Answer the question.
If you don't call me names,
We'll answer his question.
be respectful.
We'll answer his questions. Don't answer his questions.
Be
Connor.
respectful. What's his question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why did you knock on my door at 7:51? And what security or bylaw did you say came and knocked on my door? Because I can tell you there was nobody before you and those two security were at the door. That was the first I've seen of anybody, and obviously I answered my door. So what bylaw, what are their names, who knocked on the door, and why?
You've collected everyone's names here that's on shift today.
No.
With respect to this issue.
Why did you not?
I had a complaint.
Okay, from
Hear me
whom?
For the 4th time.
The 4th time when?
Yes,
What do you mean?
Today. That I'm responding
I'm allowed to park here and leave and come back and park here.
Okay, great.
What's illegal about that?
That's not what we're debating.
So okay, the
It's
story.
very simple,
I'm
sir.
going to simplify it.
I have a complaint.
What's
I'm
the
responding
complaint?
to a
What's the complaint?
It's available for you.
What is the
We're going in
complaint?
circles.
He's entitled to know what it is.
What's the complaint?
But we've already explained this.
No, I don't know what the complaint is. I don't know why you knocked on my door.
You're parked here. You're unwelcome here.
Unwelcome?
Correct.
Were you discriminating against me? I don't understand. How am I not welcome here? I
This is
live
the
in
problem,
Kelowna.
Sir. We're trying to have dialogue. We're trying to achieve this at the lowest level of intervention.
You're
and you
acting
keep
like a
escalating
politician, sir.
it.
Please
So
answer the
this is all
question.
just for your likes on your video.
Why?
So are you
No.
leaving or are you
I
towing?
am not happy about this. This is very stressful.
That's fine, sir.
Okay.
I'm not
Why?
here to make you happy.
What
I'm
is
here
the
to do my job.
complaint? If you
I've
say there's a
expressed that to
complaint,
you. Repeatedly. We're
what
going
is-
in circles.
no, the complaint is that I've been parked here. I'm allowed to park here.
It's not
that I
you're
came
parked
and went here
There
4
are many
times.
vehicles parked here, sir.
Okay, what is the issue?
You are in your vehicle. You're occupying your vehicle. You have said multiple times you're an abode. You're not an abode.
No, you're the
And
one
then
that
there's
calls it an
also
abode. I've never heard
concern-
that term before.
You used that term at 9/11. We have it on camera. So it's fine.
You're the one that said abode.
Dispute it how you want. Dispute it how you want. We've got video too. You're not the only one with video. So really, we're going in circles for nothing.
So you don't. I don't know why
So what
I'm
would you
being.
like to do now, sir? Are you leaving or are we towing?
You haven't told me why you knocked on my door.
I have.
Because I've parked here, and I'm allowed to park here as a citizen of Canada and a citizen of Kelowna. So, why did you knock on my door?
So there are overlapping levels of legislation, okay? There are bylaw offenses of the municipality, then there's provincial legislation, and then there's federal legislation, okay? This
full
was
of
explained
shit.
to you.
Just like the fellow on my phone says, you're full of shit, dude.
What's the name
You
on
are
your
full
phone?
of shit, buddy.
What's
You're
the
just
fellow
saying
on your
full
phone's
of
name?
bylaws, this bylaw.
Maybe I
What
can
was the
understand.
What by? What is the complaint? Come on, sorry.
So the issue, explain this. So he's been parked
Yeah,
here.
but
So you've been
this
parked here
is
since about 10
bullshit.
o'clock
As
this
for
morning.
hauling
Right?
it, you
The
guys are
vehicle
getting
has been
anywhere.
parked
This
here
cop
since about
is a
10
fucking-
o'clock.
I've been parked here several times since 10 o'clock this morning.
On and off.
Yes, because I went for lunch, obviously.
Yeah, but the vehicle's been here.
Well, no. I moved the vehicle and came back.
Okay.
So I've been on and off in this spot, yes. And I literally, I mean,
So
I was gonna go eventually. I'm not camping here, so I want to
think-
know why I'm being.
I think the issue became that eventually the vehicle has to be moved due to overturned parking, and because it may be occupied, we have an obligation to not tow an occupied vehicle. So the knock on the door is to see if anybody's inside and to make sure that we can have you come out and get in the vehicle and leave, or else it's going to be towed, and we obviously don't want to tow an occupied vehicle.
Well, that was at 7:52. He knocked on my door, and he still hasn't given us a reason of why he knocked on my door. You can see how this is really wrong.
I just
Oh.
explained to you. A reason to knock on the door is to see if the vehicle's occupied before we start.
No,
the
he
process
said he
of
had a
towing it,
file
because
on
we're
you.
not
No, he said
towing.
he said he had a file on me and that there was a complaint. So what is the complaint, officer?
Complaint? That's the complaint.
It's that simple.
That I've been
He
parked
wants
in
to
front
make it
of
more.
the city hall.
That bylaws is in the interest of moving your vehicle because it's been here overturned.
Well, then why didn't bylaw knock on the door? Because bylaw does that. This is a bylaw complaint. So why is the officer knocking on my door before bylaw is? Right?
That's not the case. That's not how I understand it at all. Security interacted with you.
So then there was no bylaw. So
Further to
security, you were with security and you knocked on the door.
The RCMP can enforce municipal bylaws. Just so that you're
So-
aware.
They said bylaw and security are two
I'm not telling you
separate
something.
things.
Bylaw and
It's not
security are two separate things. Okay,
Not-
so
not
what
security.
do we do here? Why are you just not
So,
leave me
sir,
alone?
just so that we're all on the same page for your video log, It's 22:14 hours. You're saying that you've been here since 7:51 p.m.
No, that's when you knocked on the door.
That's over 3 hours.
Because I'm waiting. I was waiting for you.
The watch commander.
Because I felt threatened by you, of course.
Felt threatened. Okay.
And I
So,
still
at this
do.
point, I think all of us want the same thing. And that's,
I just want to go home, and I don't want him to tow me, and I don't need tickets for no reason.
We don't want to tow you. Well, you've already received a ticket for overturned parking, I believe.
And bylaw is fine, yeah. And the bylaw could have knocked on the door, obviously. You know, I'm a human, right? I'm a human. So are you. So is him. Everybody's human here. I was not causing an issue. I was a very good citizen on the side of the road here, not causing any harm to anybody. I don't deserve to be treated like this. Honestly, I do not deserve to have this stress for 3 hours.
So the question now is, are you sober to drive this vehicle away?
I've been sober the whole time. I do not drink.
Excellent. Well, you've prevented that process from being completed.
No, you are scaring me. Can you have
really up to him.
Can you have him leave and the tow truck? If he and the tow truck left, then I would leave on my own terms.
What's that?
If Officer Herb.
So,
Just offering something.
no, that's great. And that's what we want. We want you to get in and leave.
I want to leave on my own accord,
We
yeah.
won't hassle you. We'll see you off.
And I don't want him.
Drive away, and we won't be following you. Or
Yes,
you
yes.
over
I don't want him pulling me over as soon as I get in the vehicle.
As soon as you leave, he will not be stopping you, and you will make it to where you go.
I want to go to my house.
As long as you're not committing any gross violations.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can understand that I'm concerned that even with your guarantee, the way I've been treated for no reason, I'm a freaking Canadian citizen here. I do not deserve to be treated like this. This is complete harassment, and
I'm trying to figure out exactly how we get you out of here.
I know.
Okay? We have a few hurdles. One, the tow truck's here. His time is now being
and that's
invested.
not my fault. That's his fault.
No, it's your fault.
So
you were afforded ample time.
No, I was waiting for the watch commander.
You have to make payment to the tow operator.
I was waiting for the watch commander, and he called the tow truck. That's not. I waited for, and he kept telling me to get out, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything until we have another voice mediator here, which is your Dr. Hall.
I think with him being in the truck portion of the camper, I don't think he has to produce a driver's license.
But in order for my offenses, he does. And I'm not satisfied that he's the registered owner.
I don't know what happened to you today, dude, but I'm not your problem.
Serve him as the registered owner, no matter where he.
Yeah, you can go serve me at my house.
What is your address, sir?
Well, if
Please
you don't know,
provide that.
no, I'm not going to tell you that either.
See, so this
Because I don't want to be harassed by
you're
you.
playing a one-way game, sir.
No, you're playing a game.
No.
Can you just please leave, and we'll go on our day.
So he does have enforcement measures he needs to give you,
Yeah.
and he wants to just.
So he can just write it
Give
to-
those to you and know who you are.
Okay.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
I don't-
That we know
so-
who you are, so that we can give you those things. and
Just
you can
so
deal with
obviously
it.
you know whose vehicle it is,
We
but
do.
I don't feel comfortable with the way I've been harassed. I feel like this guy is going to harass me
Yeah,
and
you don't
further.
want Herb showing up at your
I don't want him showing up at my house. I don't. So
Okay, then let's.
so you can put those tickets under the window, under the.
Can't be served that way.
Well, then he's going to have to figure out his own problem. Then I don't know. That's his problem.
I'm satisfied if you serve the ticket. Do you want to show him your ID?
You just have to hold it up so I can see who you
Since-
are. I won't even take it in hand. I will look at it. I'll be satisfied that I'm talking to Marcel. At least then we've met that process. He'll hand you the process so that there's no further follow-up from us with respect to this issue. You won't be seeing him again about this problem, and you'll be on your way.
Well, I'll be seeing him in court then, obviously.
Well, yes, that's...
Yep, I'll be there for that with all of my evidence.
You'll have your process explained to you. You'll have your right to have your dispute
And
heard in
they
court.
sent that cop to do the important investigations, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is his big investigation for the night. Like, wow.
This is that's your investigation for the night. This is not
This
appropriate.
Is an open case file? Like,
Um,
fucking great.
I haven't done anything wrong. I don't deserve any tickets or tow. How about
Shit.
we just have you go about your business, and
Well, the
I will.
alternative is that we continue to try and seek you out in order to serve these tickets on you by verifying your identity and giving you the tickets.
It's just, I mean, it's an
And I don't
vehicle.
think either of us want to have that much work hanging over our
This
heads.
is
We'll
crazy,
get
huh?
this done right now.
You know what? I don't know about that. This whole process here.
That's fine. It's explained on the document.
I'm not driving the vehicle. The vehicle is parked legally
You are
on the
in
road.
control of a motor vehicle.
The vehicle,
on a highway in BC.
the vehicle obviously is going to do what the vehicle is doing. I can't control that.
Allah
And I don't, yes.
Perhaps that will satisfy.
Yeah, but this is turning into a pretty pathetic charade here. Like, what is going on here? Can't everybody just go on their way? Like,
Yeah, can't everyone just go on their way?
Like, what the
Like,
hell is going on here? Like,
I deserve to go free from this harassment. I think that's appropriate. Just like this, everyone just go on their way.
I can't tell you enough how much I want you just to go.
I know.
Like, what is wrong with this herbs cop?
I don't know what's wrong with this herbs cop.
This has just gotten out of hand. And this whole's in a tough spot because he wants to stand behind his guy, but he knows how stupid.
Yeah, I know. He knows he's freaking exactly.
Let's talk over here outside.
Right? He's in a sticky spot, right? He probably just is like, this is so fucking stupid, you know?
You guys think this is pretty stupid too, I hope, right? This is, you know, hey guys over there, I'm a human, you know, this is not appropriate, you know, like this is nuts, this herb guy.
Hey,
This is trivial, this whole thing.
You can't camp here overnight.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Oh, so are you, because you're the bylaw, right? Or security, I don't know. But yeah.
We're security for the city of Kelowna.
Then how come you didn't just knock on the door earlier?
Because I don't feel comfortable arguing with people.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like it either, dude. It's terrible. I know. But I mean, you could
have more people with me assisting me than
Oh.
not.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we wouldn't have, I mean, yeah, we didn't need to argue. You could have just been like, hey buddy, you can't camp here. And I'm like, no, I know it's 7:50. I wasn't planning to camp here. Maybe at 11 o'clock, then that conversation would have been appropriate. But I know, and you don't know this guy's showing up. I understand, dude. We don't know this kid, whoever this herb is. This is so scary. It's nuts.
He's doing his job, so.
This is not his job. He should be out doing something real.
I can't speak to that.
No, I know. Okay. Anyways, yeah. You know, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hassle you guys. You can just imagine.
He's got his own laws he wants to enforce. So
Yeah, I know.
That's his issue, not mine.
Like crazy mandates and stupid shit, right? Ugh. 3 hours of freaking anxiety. Today was my favorite day in Kelowna ever, too, until this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, today was awesome.
What do you think per hour it costs to run an RCMP officer in a unit? Like, per hour?
Yeah. Well, and then, you know, there's 3 security here and a bylaw. Like, there's a lot of money being spent.
Like, this is probably costing $1,000 an hour what you're doing right now, eh?
$1,000 an hour, yeah.
Like, seriously, it's probably costing the taxpayer $1,000 an hour. You got, what, two RCMP officers?
A bylaw and 2 security.
Yeah, bylaw, and a security and a tow truck driver, and his unit's $150 an hour, right?
Yeah.
So, holy shit, like, shit's adding up here. Like, this is getting expensive.
This is getting really expensive, I know.
Like, no wonder we're in so much federal debt, provincial debt, and municipal debt, man.
This is so crazy. This is so crazy. I'm a freaking human being.
This is trivial, I don't know.
This is trivial. This is very trivial. I know.
How can you turn this guy so he just sees things in a slightly different perspective?
I know. How do we get Irv? How do you get a psychopath
Guy,
off your back?
No,